Hello and welcome to all you Aquarians. Welcome for your monthly horoscope for November 2016, already November. And as I said in the earlier, in the horoscopes of October, November is the month where we have this very interesting aspect happening between Jupiter and Pluto. It's squaring up to each other. That's rather not easy, but it's a tremendous amount of energy that is possible to grow very big, but also very profound and deep and long term. That's what it is, Jupiter and Pluto together, growth and very profound growth, very deep growth. And for you, Aquarians, this has to do a lot with spirituality. This has to do a lot with letting go of old patterns, basically, or even with some people with a love interest that you need to let go of. Now, let's get started with this Pluto-Jupiter square. Now, last month it was Mars that was activating it. Now it is Venus. So we're talking here about values. We're talking here about love. We're talking here about personal relationships. And this Venus-Pluto is in your 12th house, and which acts a bit out like a Venus in Scorpio, which is very deep, very intense. So very intense feelings, very intense emotions, feelings hidden, because it's in your 12th house. Now, in itself, that's not bad. I mean, every now and then we have those strong, intense feelings. But this can play out two ways. This is so difficult for these general horoscopes to give all the possibilities, but I'm going to give you the biggest chunks, so to speak. So first of all, if it's a person, so there could be a person in your life that you are thinking of, that you are longing for in secret, so nobody knows, only you. Whether you are single or whether you are married or whatever, it doesn't matter. Sometimes you do have those crushes. And but with Venus Pluto together in the 12th, it's not a crush. It's something that could have become a bit obsessive. If that is the case, I would say let it go. That's the best advice here, because with and because you let this go, you will have room to expand and to grow and to become more positive in your life, because it's related to Jupiter in your 9th house. So maybe it's someone from abroad or from a different culture, or who is totally different than you, that you have this longing for. And so with that Venus Pluto, it could happen that you have to let it go at some stage. You know, if you're not going to do it, the universe is going to do it, they always say. So it could be that, because the more you try to control, the more you try to put things your way with a certain person that you have in your mind, the less it's going to work out. Because this Venus Pluto, whenever manipulation is considered here, whenever manipulation or seduction, or it's not going to work out. It's going to reveal itself. It's not going to work out. And that's good, isn't it? Because you as an Aquarian, you don't want to force yourself all of the time to try to control a person that they are going to love you. I mean, that's a tremendous amount of energy waste. Now, on other levels, it can be that it's not about a person at all. It can be that it is about a habit that you have, that you quite like. But maybe a bad habit that you need to let go of. Could be the case as well. And that is the struggle here with the Venus and the Pluto. You are very attached to that habit. Maybe it's smoking, maybe whatever it is. There is this opportunity now to let go because of some insights you have on a higher level, on a mental higher level. Your mind is instructing you this, and your mind is very powerful with Jupiter in your 9th house there. So it could be the case like that as well. Or on a more positive level, if you are thinking about someone, you know, the Venus in the 12th house, and you're a bit afraid of that person. Maybe you are single and you don't really know, you're a bit insecure, then I would give the advice to go for it. You see how context is important with these energies? So if it's a new person and you are a bit afraid because you are too shy, or you don't want to show your vulnerabilities, then actually show them, and that's going to have a healing effect. That's also the Venus conjunct Pluto there. So that could happen a lot of yeah, a lot of intensity when it comes to romance, when it comes to love, when it comes to, but it can also mean that you are maybe studying something in secret, you know, behind the scenes, and you're loving it tremendously. Can be as simple as that as well. You know, the 9th house, which is studying, and the 12th house, which is doing things behind the scenes, which is investigating, you know, and maybe you're doing that deliberately, not hiding that you're studying, because you want a new job in the future or whatever. So it can play out like hundreds of ways, but this is the kind of energy. It's a lot about these strong feelings and these strong longings, and so the best way is to be very honest and to be very open. Yeah, Venus will be in your sign next month, so whatever it is, there is this contentment that is coming for you, Aquarians. Is it already in December? Venus in your sign, yes, already on the 8th of December. So very interesting for you, Aquarians. And what else? Oh yes, and all this is happening around 15 degrees. 15 degrees of Capricorn, 15 degrees of Libra. And there is in that 12th house there, on 15 degrees of Capricorn, there is a fixed star called Rugbat, which is the symbol of steadiness. The archer's stance, so to speak. And it implies steadiness and solidness. So whatever it is that you need to let go of, that you are too toxically attached to, or whatever it is you need to go for and focus on, whatever it is that you are afraid of, this has the energy of steadiness, and this has the energy of being very solid, very real, very long-term, so to speak. Now, last but not least, I want to say something about Mercury and the new moon. So you're having a new moon in the 11th house of Friends at the very end of the month on the 29th, and Mercury already in there on the 13th. So that could indicate where Saturn already is. It could indicate seriousness about friends and serious thinking about friends, endings when it comes to friendships, new beginnings when it comes to friendships, friendships, serious friendships that go on a higher level even, that become more real. So less is more here with the Saturn there in your 11th house. So that's on a totally different level, but that squares up to Neptune in your 2nd house. So do have your boundaries with the friends. That's, you know, if you are a bit too generous almost, so to speak. But at the same time, be open for them. So it's that square between Neptune and Saturn, which is so difficult to handle, because on the one hand, it's about no boundaries, which is Neptune, and on the other hand, it's about boundaries, which is Saturn. So it's that dance that you're doing with friends, that you need to put some boundaries with some friends, but healthy ones. So not too strict, not too loose, that kind of thing. Having said that, I wish you a very great month, you Aquarians, a very lovely month, a very intense month, that is, yeah, probably, certainly on the level of your values and love. But I wish you all the best, and thank you for watching, and keep on spreading these videos if you like them, and see you next month. Bye bye.